Welcome to the channel, everyone. Model Car Guy Rich here. Hope you're all having a fantastic day. Today I've got an unboxing of another Fast and Furious kit from Revell. This is Dom's 71 Plymouth GTX. It is a 124 scale. It says new parts, and it's kit number 854477. And this one was released in 2020. There's a little info on the side. Alrighty. Go ahead and get right into this one. I haven't seen the movies, so I don't know if this is from the first movie or one of their what do you call it? One of their movies that came out after the original. Sequels. There's the word I was looking for. Alright, this one here has got 87 parts, molded in white, it says. Kind of like that when it says it right on the side of the box. Also, here's a little bit of a paint guide for you. Doesn't look like a whole lot. Alrighty. I know it said molded in white, but it's got a gray hue to it. White, it's close enough to white, I guess. There we go. Got some spots back here for a rear spoiler, apparently. That's a beautiful body there. Nice looking. Good size thickness on it. Molded in fender wells. Molded in hood latch. Very nice. Alrighty. I'll go ahead and stick it right back in the bag. Next up we have the glass. One piece of glass. It's a one-piece windshield and rear window, headlights, and a couple of little marker lights. Right. 2 sets of tires. That's pretty cool. These here are the standard stock tires that would come from the vehicle from the factory. Decent tread. There's no branding on them or anything like that. They're just kind of plain. And then this other set is kind of a low profile looking tire. Pretty cool. Pretty nice. Tread on that's real nice too. And again, no branding on those. These are the rears and these are the fronts. Same tread pattern. Very nice. I do like those. Alright, one bag of molded in white parts besides the body. Alright, so like I said, it's a limited parts count on this one. Here is the, well, on a real car it's rubber, but here it's plastic, but this goes on the bottom of the hood to help seal off the intake, to help direct air right to it from the hood scoops, but they don't look like they're functional hood scoops on this one. Here's your interior bucket. I'm going to back this camera up just a little bit, guys. Getting a little tough to get in frame there. There we go. There's the bucket, kind of on the thin side. Molded in parking brake, regular brake, and fuel pedal, accelerator pedal. Molded in rear seat. Very minimal detail on the doors, but it is there. Engine halves, intake manifold. I don't know what these are. Oh, you know what? I think these are little fender chins, spoilers for the front. And there's no part number. Oh yeah, it is. Part 53 and 54. I'll check that out in a minute. This is the rear spoiler. Air box for the heater box. Both engine halves, K-frame, the heads, here and there, steering column, and something here. Part number 90. We'll look that up. And here is the frame, or the chassis. It says copyright 1984, Revell, all reserves, blah blah blah, made in China. Okay, so I'm wondering if I have a 71 GTX kit from around that era. I'm wondering if it's obviously the same kit and they rebranded it as Fast and Furious. Nice seats, front and backs of the front seats. Here's a shot of the frame, the chassis, floorboards, subframe, all that good stuff. Wow, these are the wheels for the low profile tires. They're huge compared to, you know, standard 124, 125 scale tires, wheels. Kind of neat though. I mean, you could paint them just about any color you wanted. It's kind of cool. Here's the engine cradle and the front steering. Some disc brakes. Looks like four-wheel disc brakes all around. That's pretty cool. Here's the hood. Very nice hood. A little thin. A little thinner than the body, but hopefully it'll sit right on there. Here's a single barrel intake manifold and wheel backings. And last but not least, we have the dashboard. Radiator and fan shroud. Front end and front of the engine, the time machine cover, water pump, that good stuff. Master cylinder and booster, brake booster. The side mirrors right here. Distributor. A little doodad I don't recognize. Part number 97. Alright, fan belt and pulleys. Here's the front valance for underneath the front of the car. Exhaust manifolds, heater hose. Pretty nice looking steering wheel. 3, 4, 7 bladed fan. Yep. The rear end assembly with the exhaust molded all in and the leaf springs. The back valance and a drive shaft. So that's it for molded in white. Now we have one small tree of chrome. And we'll get on to the instructions and then let you guys get on your way. I thank you all for sticking around. These here are the Plymouth rally wheels. Chrome air cleaner, the front end, the rear end, which is going to need some detailing apparently because I didn't see any red plastic in here, so we'll have to paint that up real nice. Dual carb air cleaner, which this piece, if you remember this from a minute ago, this will go on the hood and it'll fit right over that just to help seal it off a little. Look like 440 heads. I'm sorry, valve covers. Back of the alternator, carburetor, a little shifter, some mirror inserts, and then a tri-carb setup. Pretty cool. Alright, well that's it for parts. Let's see what they got for instructions and decals. Okay. Got a little nervous there. I didn't see anything for decals. So we got, yep, 440. These decals go on the hood. You see them there. They look white on the box, but apparently they're kind of a gold color here. And then, oh nice, here we go guys. Number 14 is all the tail light red, so we don't have to paint them, we'll just put some decals on there. That's cool, I'll accept that. GTX insignias, 2 different styles, a few license plates, some dash gauges, little running lights, marker lights. Alright, that's decent. We'll take some time and do that, that'll be alright. And then here, last but not least, we have the instructions. It talks about the movie real quick. I'll let you guys go ahead and see that. You can pause it if you'd like to see more. Here we have, alright, now here we have a parts list again. Now the last kit I did from Revell didn't have a parts list. I don't know. And again, I didn't write the numbers down, so I have no idea what it was. When I see them inside, I'll call them out. That's too funny. Another parts list on this page here, and then page 5 we get started on building our engine. They give you some guides to make sure you color your transmission different than your engine. Put in the distributor. Okay, one of those things was power steering pump, part 46. I remember that one. Alright. This shows you putting on the tricarb system. So maybe somewhere along the ways it'll give you a heads up that you can put different ones on there, or they were from the previous kit. The release from 84, I think it was. Tires and wheels. The front end. Rear end. Brake drum, or I'm sorry, yeah, rotors and calipers. Brake parts. Again for the rear. Putting your wheels on. It's interesting. Putting our wheels on here, and we're putting our wheels on here. These are both rear wheels. That's funny. Okay, well we put, oh yeah, 8 and 9, and then 10 and 11 are the same thing. Oh, okay, I see it now. Okay, this is A to build it one way, and this is B to build it a different way. My bad. Alright. Decals, dashboard, column, steering wheel, shifter. Okay. Nice, nice. Alright, one of the other things was, it looks like a windshield washer wiper motor, but I think it's the back end of the blower for the fan for the heat inside. And here's some little chin spoiler things I was talking about. They both go under the front end. Alrighty. That's that. Huh. Let me find the hood real quick. Here's the hood. And there's no mention of putting that plastic part on the hood. That's funny. Yeah. Unless it's stuck in here. Let's see. Nope. So, okay guys, this piece must have been from the previous kit, but if you want to put it up there for authenticity, it goes up underneath the bottom of the hood. There's the hood here. Well, maybe it won't work with the scoops, I don't know, but it's supposed to go somewhere like that. So maybe it does, maybe it doesn't. I'll have to look at my kit that I've got in my old builds to see if it was on that one. But I'm not sure, it might have had a different hood. Okay. Put on your mirrors, that's the final bit of assembly along with the rear spoiler. And then some call outs for your decals. Very cool. Very clean looking there. I mean, I know it's a drawing, but it's really nice looking. And then step 12 is where you would build the B version, which apparently is Dominic's Fast and Furious version. Alrighty, that's cool. I like it, guys. Thank you all so very much for stopping by. Please remember to like, share, comment, and subscribe. Can't stress that enough. Help me grow this channel, please. I appreciate it. I'm having a blast. I hope you enjoy the content, and I will see you on the next one. This is Model Car Guy Rich out. Keep on modeling.